happen if Luffy were to be executed during the Summit War? Red Hair opened today's newspaper, and the headline boldly stated that 4 Emperor Luffy was to be publicly executed by the Navy. At the same time, Hancock, Yamato, and Vivi all saw the news. Switching scenes. At Marineford, Navy headquarters, 100,000 elite Marines had already assembled. Replacing the 7 warlords, the Seraphims were all on standby at the port, ready for battle. Stationed below the execution platform were Kizaru, Aramaki, and Fujitora, the 3 strongest forces of the Navy headquarters. Meanwhile, 4 Emperor Luffy was being escorted to the execution platform. With his hands shackled in sea-stone handcuffs, Luffy was unable to resist. Just as the executioner's blade was about to fall on Luffy's neck, 2 executioners were suddenly knocked out by someone's Conqueror's haki. Luffy looked up, and it was Zoro, who had just released the Conqueror's haki. Seeing the situation turning sour, Kizaru was the first to initiate an attack. Before he could act, a familiar voice was heard. God Usopp, with his supreme-grade slingshot, aimed at Kizaru's head. At this moment, Kizaru could only slowly raise his hands, signaling surrender. The Sunny sailed into the harbor, with all 9 crew members gathered, creating an oppressive atmosphere. The morale of the Navy plummeted upon seeing the Straw Hat Pirates arrive. Following them were the captains of Luffy's Grand Fleet, and Hancock also arrived just in time. She charged towards the execution platform with lightning speed, first fiercely punching Kobe, then continuing towards Luffy. At this moment, Kizaru blocked Hancock's path. Just as he was about to unleash his light-speed kick, Rayleigh suddenly appeared and kicked Kizaru's leg aside. The beam of light hit the Navy headquarters directly. You think it's over? The forces coming to rescue Luffy included the Red Hair Pirates, Marco, the samurais from Wano, and Yamato. This lineup surely qualifies to clash head-on with the Navy. Right? Akainu, seeing the tide turn, prepared to personally kill Luffy. Just as he was about to succeed, Dragon unexpectedly appeared. He firmly grabbed Akainu's arm, accompanied by other members of the Revolutionary Army, like Sabo, Ivankov, and others. Dragon unleashed the power of the Hurricane Fruit, blowing both Luffy and Akainu away. When the smoke cleared, Akainu stood up unharmed, his fist aimed again at Luffy. Garp, who had been watching, could no longer hold back. He raised his fist, wrapped in haki, and struck Akainu on the head. The powerful impact made the entire Marineford shake. What seemed like just one punch was actually 2 years of pent-up rage all released at once. Luffy immediately passed out. Just then, the familiar drumbeat sounded again. Luffy transformed into Nika form and used his new skill, Fire King Gong Gun, on Akainu. Caught off guard, Akainu was solidly hit. After being severely injured, he fell into the depths of the earth, disappearing along with his steadfast justice. And Luffy won this great final battle.
With